A great white shark washed ashore over the weekend, and a CBS 8 reporter was there to see it happen. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm Carlo Cicchetto. Marcella Lee is off tonight. Our own Ariana Cohen was at Torrey Pines when the shark's carcass was hauled onto the beach. She talked to a shark researcher who had been tracking that animal to find out how it ended up dead on a San Diego beach.
I hiked this beach trail Sunday when I saw the shark right here. I took pictures and even touched it, and it sparked my curiosity. I had so many questions as to how and why it got here. So I talked to an expert to find out more.
This great white shark washed ashore at Torrey Pines Beach Sunday. Local park rangers brought it up to the beach trail as several Torrey Pines hikers gathered around. I snapped this photo of it and took this picture of my mom and friend with the shark. Today, I talked with Dr. Chris Lowe. He is the director of the Shark Lab at Cal State Long Beach. His team tagged this shark and has been tracking it since August.
There's an aggregation of juvenile white sharks that use Torrey Pines area as a nursery right now. And we estimate that there's probably about 30 sharks there. Unfortunately, some of the recreational fishermen have found out about that and have been going down and illegally targeting the sharks. About 40% of the sharks that we see, so at least a dozen, are swimming around with either hooks in their mouths or line coming out. And some of that line can be almost 100 yards long.
This female great white shark was only 2 years old. Dr. Lowe says normally great white sharks can live until they are 70 years old.
So it was during his necropsy that he found, clear line injuries. So from fishing line cutting into the skin. There were tears in the jaw that were associated with hooks, and the shark died of organ torsion. So it was struggling so hard against the line that its internal organs twisted. So that was the primary cause of death, and there were signs of infection that are probably caused from the hook.
He says great white sharks have been protected in the state of California since 1994, which means it is illegal for anyone to target, land them, or sell them.
It's always really sad to see that, especially for a young one, right? But the concern is if more and more people start doing this, then there will be an effect on the population. So right now, it's not a problem in terms of endangering sharks, but it could be in the future.
Dr. Lowe says a new law will go into effect January 1st that makes it more enforceable to catch people who are fishing for sharks, whether it's intentional or not. He also says these types of sharks tend to ignore people at the shoreline, but to be safe, it's best to swim or surf in groups. Reporting from Torrey Pines, I'm Ariana Cohen for CBS 8.
Thank you, Ariana. Dr. Lowe says it's also difficult to convict these fishermen of any wrongdoing because many of them will say it was just an accident. But he says that given the size of the bait and the tackle those fishermen are using, it's unlikely they are targeting any other species.